I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal in Michigan, most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynch is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from there for. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat your children.
EJ Boxing Live here. How you doing, fans? And we're back again, and we've got Harold Knight. Hey, Harold the Shadow Knight, ready to talk some boxing. Obviously, we're going to talk about the weekend and everything in boxing. So, first and foremost, Harold Knight, how you doing?
I'm good, sir. How you been, EJ? It's always a pleasure to be on your show, man. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. So, let's get into it. Did you see the weekend's fight?
Definitely. Definitely seen it. Our team seen it together, and hey, the landscape of great boxing changes again.
100%. What did you think went wrong for Anthony Joshua?
Well, from looking from a trainer's point of view, he didn't know how to fight a southpaw. It didn't seem like he trained for the southpaw. These are some of the things that you're taught and work on when you in your earlier career. Being Olympic champion, being two-time heavyweight champion, and you would think that you definitely prepared, trained, focused, and on the southpaw. Then it being Usyk, who's a master boxer. Who's coming up from cruiserweight, you would think, you would be not a little bit, but a lot more physical, especially against the southpaw. And mind you, don't get me wrong, I did think Joshua was going to win.
Yeah.
I did think he was going to win. I'm going to keep it real. But I thought that he would be able to use what we know his size, his strength, just be able to back him up and use his physicality. But it just, Joshua, he's, you either a quick bull or you're a puppy. And I'm not disrespecting Joshua at all, but it just like he's like a big guy with no bite. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that. You have to have that makeup. Just like Roy Jones said it. Roy Jones couldn't have said it better. When you in that ring and you come to my block is kill or be killed. It's either I'm trying to kill you, man. I'm trying to hurt you bad. So Joshua just didn't have that killer instinct, man. And I don't think he ever had that killer instinct, to be honest with you. So you can't teach killer instinct. You're born with it. And so he just didn't use it, and obviously he's out of the titles again.
Yeah, you don't think so, but he's got a lot of knockouts though on his resume, man. Joshua's got like over 30 something knockouts that, rarely did anyone go the distance with him. So you don't think he had a killer instincts when he's going in for the knockout,
Well, he does have a lot of knockouts, but once again, you have to. Usyk is a master boxer. He's a master boxer. He's going to be doing angles. He's going to be going to the left. He's going to go to the right. He's going to go backwards. He's going to do a lot of different things. So you want to be able to say, with him being like that, okay, I'm gonna step on your foot, I'm gonna trip you, I'm gonna throw you down, I'm gonna do something that's gonna get you out of what you're used to doing. I'm not gonna let you be, do this angle. You're not gonna do this to me. Like I said, when you in that ring, and I'm going to do what I need to do to get you out of your game. If obviously Usyk came out and won the first 3 or 4 rounds, you only need 7 out of 12 to win. So with me being the champion coming into London, you got to really take my title away from me. So I'm going to be rough and tough, man. I'm going, as when you fight a southpaw, like I said, you got to, when you get close, you got to hit everything. Just like Bashir said, hit everything. Hit the knee, hit the hip, hit the elbow, hit everything. You know what I mean? Because a southpaw will make you look bad if you give him the time, if you give him the space, if you back up from a southpaw. You can't. I was taught as a youngster when I started 9 years old that in order to be the southpaw, you have to put pressure. Every time they throw their jab, which is the right hand, you throw your right hand. You throw your right uppercut, or you throw your straight right hand, and you finish it with a hook, a left hook, and you continue to push them backwards. That's what I was taught.
Yeah. This phone is about to come off. I pressed the link for the chat because I didn't just realize my battery just running out. If you press the link in your inbox, then you can jump onto the live hangout, and I think the sound will be better if you can. I put it in the inbox.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how to press this. Like I'm not this one of these.
Yeah. Because my battery's about to run out, man. I didn't even see it. I'm like, yo, damn, man. I'm about to. Hold on, let me see. Because let me bring it around here. We'll be all right. Let me bring my mic here. We'll be all right. I'll put my mic over here. We move some fluff around. I'll move this around. So I won't be in the. I can hear you though, but I won't be in the thing. We're all right. Let me see how this is gonna work. Let me see. 1 second.
Okay. And as we talk, I'm gonna actually go plug mine up also.
Yeah. One of battery.
Mine is getting low too. I'm gonna plug mine up.
All right. There we go. We're good. Yeah. All right. So let's. All right. So listen. So when he's fighting them, the southpaw in that style. There's two type of styles. Because I've done a breakdown, right? I know you're a master. You know about the two different styles southpaws, right? You have the slick. You have the slick southpaw, and you have the aggressive southpaw. So Marvin Johnson is aggressive southpaw. He comes to knock you out. And then you have the slick southpaw like Keith Holmes when he fought. Yeah, slicks out. There you go. Them slicks southpaw. So in that fight, Usyk is kind of a hybrid. He can be either. But no time did Joshua either use the Bernard Hopkins, like you said, tie him up and hit him and wearing him, or he never had Joshua's feet was always in the inside. He never used the left hooks to the body like Eddie Mustafa Muhammad used to do to set him up as the southpaw comes in, move his head. He never did that. He never once sustained an attack to the body. Go ahead.
At all. He never hit him to the body. It's like going from the bottom on up or top to the bottom.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the times, like I said, I look at a lot of intangibles of the fight.
Yeah.
I don't just look at the fight. I look at it from a trainer's point of view, what I would tell my guy, what either side I would be on. And it just seemed like it was Joshua was more or less trying to back out every time Usyk would throw a punch. It was like he was trying to get out the way of the punch.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Instead of him more or less keeping his left foot out of Usyk's right foot, and then when Usyk threw his jab to slip out, but to slide outside and throw his right hand. Joshua did that once or twice, and hurt him.
Yeah.
Every time, and when he did hurt him, he backed off. So, it just didn't. And once again, I don't knock the trainers or the corner, but the corner didn't tell him anything. The corner didn't tell him what they should have been telling him in regards to, hey man, you losing this fight.
That's it. Yeah, man. What? Go ahead. Yeah. What they think? Where do you think they're gonna win? They losing the fight. Go ahead.
Yeah. They not once said, hey, you losing this fight. Pick it up or jump on his ass or do something. Not once did they do that.
Nah.
And it was like, and I'm saying to myself, damn, why are they still not telling him that he needs to pick it up, that he needs to do this, he needs to do that. And once again, a corner can win or lose your fight. And with the experience that McCracken has, and you had these other guys there. I mean, man, they didn't put the fire under his ass. But hey, I just seen a few things that even when they did the weigh-in or the face-off, there's no way I'm gonna be looking to shake your hand from the beginning. I noticed that. That he went to shake Usyk's hand first.
Yeah. Oh, you saw that as well in the press after the press conference. You saw that first as well, right? That's like almost like you submit, right? Usyk was surprised as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're trying to be too nice. You're trying to be friends. I'm not your friend. I'm not your friend.
That's right.
You can be friends after the fight, after I whip your ass, but I'm not your friend. You know what I mean?
Man, you see everything, man. Yeah.
I seen, I just seen small little telltale signs that it was like, huh? But once again, I'm gonna keep it real. I thought and believed that Joshua would take him between 9 and 12 rounds. Because I just thought that him leaning on him and him using a weight and him being a little, rougher, because like you said, Joshua, and as we know, Joshua does have knockouts, a lot of knockouts. And I just felt I just felt that the two fights that Usyk fought, Chaz Witherspoon and Chisora, that wasn't a barometer to be on that type of level as Joshua. That's what I felt. But once again, that's why boxing is boxing. You never know. You just never know.
It was sad, man. It was sad. So let's talk about if Lennox Lewis would have faced Usyk, how would Lennox would approach that fight? Because Joshua and Lennox Lewis had some words against each other. Joshua said Lennox Lewis they're not cut from the same cloth. He goes, he said, what did he say? I think he said Lewis is a hater. That's what he said. I think Lewis would have smashed that. I would have smashed Lewis apart. Go ahead.
Exactly. Number one, we would with Lennox's long arms. Lennox, number one, he's an athlete. He was an athlete. When I say the athlete, that athleticism, he could have played any sport, any professional sport, whether it was soccer, whether it was American football, whether it was basketball. He had that athleticism, and he had that. Sometimes he played chess too much, and we got him to play checkers. You know what I mean? When you see blood, you got to be like a shark. Get his ass out of there. You see what I'm saying? And another thing, Emmanuel Stewart would have probably went off on his ass in the corner for him to light fire under his ass.
Yeah.
But once again, Lennox would have used his arms. Lennox's arms were longer. He would have pushed. Once he would have touched Usyk with punches, he would have used his arms to push him to the side, or to push him into the punches. You know what I mean? He would have used his physicality.
Yeah.
More. He would have leaned on him. Lennox was good at once he got close to a guy, he put all his weight on top of you. And that right there will get your legs weaker. You know what I mean? So he knew how to use certain things to get that, to drain you for your strength. You know what I mean? And that's what heavyweights do. They use the strength, the height, the weight, whatever, to drain you, whatever battle you have. Because once again, when you have a master boxer like a Usyk, he moves a lot. So that means he will. I'm not saying he was in shape. He was in good shape. But once you start using a lot of that energy, and then you start leaning on a guy, once you start leaning and pushing your weight on him, and throw him down. You know what I mean? The referee's just going to warn you, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to warn you for the first time, and so them small little things would have drained Usyk's battery. I believe it would have, and it would have helped him be a little bit more stationary to the punches that Joshua should have been throwing.
Mm. Yeah, man, I 100% agree with that. But that's why the heavyweight division is there. Lewis, no man can test. You know what I mean? When he went against Hassan Ruttman, yo, bro, the knockout, he put some work on him, man. He was busy with that jab, and you see when Lewis was moving, he was a different fighter, man. Lewis was that man. He was Even when he got knocked, when he got knocked Hassan Ruttman, he's like, no, rematch straight away.
Yeah,
And then they tried to do their bullshit, and it was a court thing to try and get out of it. Nah, man, you drag them back in there and bust him up. You know what I mean? Get him out of here. No joking, no jiving, nothing. And that's the attitude he needs. He's gonna have to call you, Harold. You Mr. Bashir, Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. That's the dream team right there in the corner. He could have to call someone because does he need a new trainer? That's the question. He needs a new trainer, right?
I mean, I do believe that he needs to change, because once again, you want change certain things. Is that me?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sometimes you do have to just change to get a brand new thinking in there. You see what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes it's like going to how they say in the States. You go to high school, you go to junior high, you go elementary school, then you go to junior high school, then you go to high school. Now you got to college. You see what I'm saying? So, I think it's time for Joshua to be able to, I mean, he's. Don't get me wrong, Joshua has accomplished more than well over expectations. He really accomplished a lot, but sometimes you need to go from college to, to graduate school. You know what I mean? And I think that's what he needs right now. And he definitely needs someone to be able to small little things to keep him get him back to where he needs to be at. But I do believe he should not be fighting Usyk again, though. No.
Oh, you don't think it's a good idea to go back in a rematch?
No, he won't beat Usyk. He won't beat him.
It don't matter who's training him or anything like that. Like,
I don't believe no, because that's just my opinion. Because Usyk, number one, he more or less has Joshua's number. Joshua does not have that meanness streak, that mean streak in him. I hope I can curse. I'm fucking you up, man. You know what I mean? I am fucking you up. Period. You know what I mean? He don't have that.
He has it though. He has it because you see when Big Baby says something about his mum, bruh. When he came down to New York, he was looking to step all over him, bruh. He was he brought the heat. Yeah, he has it, but I don't think Usyk has done anything. He's like Joshua's like, I'll give it because you know already, because we're gonna talk about Dillian. When Dillian lost to Povetkin, I saw you in the corner, man. You was all fire and brimstone under Dillian, bro. When Dillian came down, you was up in it. You and Zab was on him. You made sure you shut Povetkin out. And you see the thing is, you had to put that Dillian because Povetkin lulled him to sleep in the first fight. You know what I mean? And now, so and everyone was questioning the rematch. But when you came and you brought that urgency, nah, man, don't let off. No friends with him, no joking around. Because Dillian came in wearing the same tracksuit. He was jovial in the fight. Even when he hurt him down, he was like, right, in the first fight. But when you came in, we ain't letting off the gas. Started fast, behind the jab, and you just put hands on him. So if it depends, to me personally, I hear what you're saying. I think against Usyk, especially the bigger man, you have to impose yourself. You know what I mean? But you don't think it's a good idea, though. I reckon it's about the team, though. But go ahead.
I just don't. That Styles next fight, I don't think he can beat Usyk. I just don't believe he can beat Usyk.
Wow.
Not the way Usyk performed. Usyk, like I said, is a master boxer. How can you outbox a boxer?
Mm-hmm.
No. When you know what I mean? Like I said, just like how Bashir said it. Okay, if he's a boxer, you got to be rough and tough.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he's rough and tough, you got to be the boxer.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I just don't, Joshua, it just seemed like after he got beat against Ruiz, he went to, and don't get me wrong, you want to and add to your arsenal, but it just seems like he went straight to boxing. And you're right, he does have, well, put it like this, we've seen him knock out people, but it just seemed like after after the Ruiz fight,
He relaxed.
he went to boxing.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying a big man shouldn't do something like that, but you can't get you if you are a rattlesnake or if you a zebra, you can't change your stripes.
Mm-hmm.
You don't change your stripes. You see what I'm saying? Stay to what you are. You might add a couple weapons to your arsenal. You might add them, but you are a killer. You see what I'm saying? If you're a killer, you are a killer. You don't all of a sudden be nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially in the ring. So, and if you a nice guy, then all of a sudden you want to be, a killer. I'm a former warder, meaning I used to be a correctional officer. And I say this to say, when I first started working in the prison, when you first come into the prison, how you are, you have to stay that same way. If you go in trying to be nice, trying to be this, that, another, you know what I mean? You can't all of a sudden want to get mean. You know what I mean? I went in giving respect because I demanded respect, but I was fair and firm. And what happens, the inmates see that. They pick up on that because that's all they do is watch what you do. We're there to watch them, but they're there to watch what us do. But to make a long story short, if I went in to be like a badass and then all of a sudden, it don't work like that. It does not work like that. So, you got to go back to, Joshua has to go back to what he, attacking like he did the Klitschko's, like he did the, like he attacked with my man, with my guy. You know what I mean?
Dillian. Yeah.
He attacked. He was attacking.
Yeah.
Like he did with Pula. He attacked. You see what I'm saying?
But you know why they took it out of him? What they told him was what they tell him, right? You know Joshua's favorite fighter is Mike Tyson, right? So
say it again?
Anthony Joshua's favorite fighter is Mike Tyson.
I didn't hear that again. Say that again.
Anthony Joshua's favorite fighter is Mike Tyson.
Right.
All right. So when Joshua got knocked down by Klitschko, that's who he turned into. You know what I mean? He turned into, because he practices that. A lot of people don't know that, but that's how he practiced. He practiced them combination because they told him to box, but Klitschko's a master boxer, so he know that weren't working. So when he got up, his trainer never told him that. He knew, right? He knew what he had to do, and he weren't going to box him, but he done that. Now this is where it gets sketchy. Against Ruiz in the first fight, he was supposed to fight Big Baby. We know he pulled out. They bring a replacement. Joshua's the type of guy, he's like a computer. So he needed a training camp for Ruiz. He didn't get it, short training camp. So when he got into the fight and he knocked Ruiz down, he went back to the Mike Tyson thing to try and get him out. Now, when it didn't work and he got knocked down, they told him emphatically, don't ever do that again. They scared it out of him. You see what happens when you do that? When you do that, that's what happens. So when he went into the rematch, he outboxed him. So he switched onto that mode, and they said, don't change. And that's why you heard in the corner, they said, yeah, beautiful box. That's what they wanted to see, because they don't know what they got. They got a guy in there that really, really wants to fight, but they want to make him a boxer because it suits their thing, and they stripped him of everything he had. They made him come down a bit lower. I think normally against Klitschko, he came in at 250. He came in at 230. Then they told him to box against a master boxer. And also, I got one thing as well. Lennox Lewis loved playing chess. They had Joshua playing chess against Adam Smith, a TV presenter. And the guy beat him on TV. And I was so up. I was angry, man. Because the champ. I remember when Lennox Lewis, I played basketball with Lennox Lewis. You was probably there, or maybe you won. It was just after the Evander Holyfield got the draw. And he came down to Mobley in West London. And all you guys, all the entourage was there. I don't think you was there that day. And I was playing basketball. No, I would play basketball that day. He never lost, Lewis and the team, they never lost one game. They never lost. What we played, there was guys. It was a pickup game. Lennox Lewis never lost one game of basketball. The champ don't lose. The champ don't lose. The champ stays on their feet. And I think the mindset, right, of him losing, and I heard him making an excuse. I was training and letting this guy beat him, them stripping him down. I think they've been taking away from him and building up Usyk, and they've took away. So it's the mindset. You know what I mean? That's what's happened to him. Go ahead.
Well, no, I hear what you're saying too, but once again, it's like it's levels in this world championship boxing. It's levels. You got to learn to adjust. You got to learn to adapt. You see what I'm saying? If one thing is not working, you got to go ahead and learn to modify that right there on the fly. That's what champions do. You know what I mean? You got to be able to, okay, if that's not working, hey, shit. You know what I mean? I got to go this way. Okay, if it's being nice, okay, I might have to, get a little rough, or I have to get rough. You have to change what you know what I mean? It's like in football game or any game, but obviously we don't play that. We don't play boxing.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? All I know is you do not try to outbox a master boxer.
That's right.
You can't do that. You can't outbox a master boxer. We all know Usyk. Stevie Wonder seen Usyk is a master boxer. He's a master boxer. So, as a master boxer, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trip you up. I'm a not purpose. I ain't gonna say purposely. I mean, I'm gonna do small little tricks, small little things, the small intangibles to get you out of being. You want to move left, right, backward, frontward, dip in, dip out. You want to this, that, and other. You want to do small little things to get him out of the plan. You see what Usyk did? Usyk got Joshua out of his plan the first 3 or 4 rounds. And when you lose the first 3 or 4 rounds, you're fighting on the back end now. Because all you need is 7 rounds out of 12. So with him 3 rounds, that means you got to win the next 4 to 5 rounds to beat up 5-3. You see what I'm saying? To beat up 5-3. So now you got 8 rounds, and now you got 4 more. You got 8 rounds. It's a 4-round fight now. It's a 4-round fight. Whoever wins these 4 rounds wins the fight. Yeah. So, you always want to start early. You want to, you know what I mean?
Set the tone. Set the tone. Yeah.
Exactly.
Set the tone how you want to. Yeah, set the picture how you want it to be, and that's what he let the guy. Go ahead.
Yes. Yeah, this is my playground.
Yeah.
This is you in London. You here in my country. You know what I mean? I control this. You do what I want you to do. You see what I'm saying? And you have to set the pace. You have to set the tone. I am the boss. You know what I mean? I am the boss here. Period.
All right, man. Yeah, but listen, we broke that down low enough, bro. You listen. Enough of that. We got a big fight coming up. But before we get on that, let's well anyway, I'm sure Zab will explain. And Yusuf's got a big fight coming up on the card against a young of a prospect. 2 prospects going against each other. The young American and Mexican fighter, you know what I mean? And that fight, that fight looks like a very, very exciting, fan-friendly fight, you know what I mean? Hopefully, we love Yusuf, obviously, Yusuf to pull out and put that victory, but that's a very hard fight. I'm sure Yusuf's in hard in training. You know what I mean? Are you what do you think how you think the outcome is that gonna be? The outcome of that fight?
Well, let me say first and foremost, I tell you, Zab is he knows his shit. He really does. And what we do is we put our minds together, and we like I said, we put our minds together. We pull out all the stops. And what we've been doing, we've been coming up with a game plan. We've been watching this kid. We've been watching this kid before. Yusuf fought his last fight.
Yeah, tough fight. That was a tough fight as well, man.
Yes, it was. was.
I watched that as well. I said that was close though. It was close, but he nipped it. But it was go ahead.
That guy had a lot of experience.
Yeah,
that's part of the journey. That's part of the journey.
It's good win, good solid win.
Good win, exactly. Good win, good confident win, and everything. And that's what we needed to go into this fight against this Mexican kid.
Yeah,
and we've been watching this Mexican kid. He's kind of tall.
Mm-hmm.
He got it. He has like long arms.
Yeah,
and the Mexicans is coming to fight.
It's coming without. Yeah. They look similar. Like the two of them, they fight very similar. You know what I mean? But I think Usyk, the movement, the slickness. Usyk.
Yeah.
I think the work rate, Usyk. I've seen Usyk when he steps the work rate. That's how I think he stepped the work rate at each round. Because I think that other fight he got it on short notice, but this one he's got enough time. I think if each round, if he can build up his work rate and complete, I think he completely outboxed that guy. And I have Usyk win the decision. I think that's what he'd be looking for, or a stoppage if he can. But definitely work rate.
Yes, definitely pick that work rate up. And like I said, Labs is a damn good trainer. He knows what the hell he's doing, man. And I'm just fortunate and blessed to be, add to it and be part of it. So we've been strategizing. We've been breaking down what this Mexican kid does good, what he does bad, and then using to add to what Usyk brings to the table. Every fight is important, but the game plan that we going to implement and bring into this is definitely going to be one of the best fights of the night. And I'm excited, man.
It's a great fight card, man. Mary McGee, she's from America. I like her from Indiana. She's over there defending her belt. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And you see,
Mary McGee's on the card.
Yeah, she's on the card as well. So it's like a elimination tournament. So she's going against a young female prospect. That's why I want to come to the thing. They're actually sent out the media credentials and that, but with them, look, they always kind of going funny with me. So I was like, I call Zab. Say, Zab, man, put me on. And Zab's like, he ain't saying nothing. I'm like, bro, whatever, man. So, but yeah, that one, the 30th, that's gonna. So you got Mary McGee. I always like to see Mary McGee. I've been a fan of hers for a while. And obviously Usyk Super, that's a great entertaining fight. And we move on to the main event. Your man, you and Zab's man, Dillian, he's the body snatcher. Dillian the body snatcher Whyte versus Otto Wallin. Man, I've been watching Otto Wallin. That guy he's a very that guy's got some good work rate, man. I mean, I was just looking at him versus Fury, and I haven't watched the recent one, but the one he won. But this is a hard fight, man. I was gonna say, how come you? I think I asked you before. Why would you pick that guy? Because Dillian's on the verge of. I think he's definitely number one contender for the WBC, the winner out of Fury. Right. But I guess this is a busy fight. But this is a hard fight. I mean, Dillian's fighting some hard guys. This is a hard fight, man. Go ahead.
Well, when have you known Dillian to turn down a challenge? When have you known Dillian to, not, how can I say? He's always been put up to the test.
Yeah.
He's always stepped up to the test.
Yes.
And he's not he's one of these guys like, what? This guy, you know what? I'm gonna show Wallin that even though we had other guys in play, you see what I'm saying? But this is a challenge. Once again, I felt back then, after the Povetkin fight and feel now, Dillian still has a ceiling to reach of learning. Dillian is not just a regular fighter. He's a student of the game. And he knows how to fight a southpaw. This is a big, big challenge. Yes, him being number one, him being an interim champion, and then with Wallin, a good fight against Fury, the other guys, Brazil, as well as the other Travis Kaufman and everything. Mm-hmm. This guy is a big challenge, but once again, this is what makes Dillian Dillian. This is what makes him a pay-per-view star. This is what makes him a real fighter, because no matter what, people come to see Dillian fight.
Yeah.
Win, lose, or draw, because they know they're going to get their money's worth. You see what I'm saying?
100%.
And with Wallin, obviously seeing what Usyk did this past Saturday, I know his confidence is high. Yeah. But once again, yes, if the fighter's in there throwing the punches and taking the punches, but it's also about the training team.
Mm.
I know Wallen's trainer, not personally, but I know him well enough, Joey Gamache, Joey Gamache, and we myself and Zab is going to be against Wallen's training team, and we are doing our homework. We are not. We respect Wallen and the team. Don't get me wrong now. You got to respect them. You see what I'm saying? And we're not taking them for granted. But once again, we're going to whip their ass. You see what I'm saying? We are coming with everything's on the line here, man. Come on, man. We right there. We're right there. And ain't no way we're going to let this, us get over the hurdle with this guy Wallen. Damn good southpaw. But what I love about Dill, he can fight, and he's a hitter. And I'm not just talking about punching, I'm talking about a hitter. He comes to fight, he comes to do damage, he comes to break bones. You see what I'm saying? He comes to, concuss people. You see what I'm saying? I call him the modern day Sonny Liston. You see what I'm saying? In many ways, because he has a jab equivalent of a right hand, his jab. And once again, his defense has gotten way better. A lot of things has gotten better that people really haven't seen, that he really couldn't, he didn't have enough, I ain't going to say enough time. Obviously, we want to get a guy out of there. When you get him hurt, get him out of there. So, out with the 4 rounds with Povetkin, it really didn't get the show. But we didn't want it. We want to get his ass out of there. So this fight right here, he's going to show, and people are going to see what Dillian really can do. So, like I said, we're not coming to box. But he can do a lot of things that people don't think he can do. And this is a good fight for us. You see what I'm saying? It's a good fight.
It's an exciting fight.
It's a damn good fight, because we're going to do what Fury couldn't do. Get this guy out of there. You see what I'm saying? So, it's a real intriguing fight, but we're too close, bro. We can taste it, man. We can taste it, and we're not gonna let no Otto Wallen stand in our way. We ain't gonna let no guy from Sweden, stand in our way. The only thing that came out of Sweden was
Edward Johansson.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and don't get me wrong, I know Wallen's training in New York. I know he lives in New York, but he's from Sweden. So we're not gonna let nothing from Sweden or New York. We're gonna beat Wallen like he stole New York. How the hell can you steal New York? You can't.
No, you can't.
You can't steal New York.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a good fight. I've seen some things where he said he's gonna take Dillian to school. Okay, school's gonna be in. When that first bell ring, it's like we all went to school. Bang, that first bell ring. It's like when you went to school and the bell rings, you in class. School is gonna begin. But this is a different level.
100%.
There's levels in this shit, man. There's levels. Wallen, yes, you've been in with Fury. Fury. I don't know if he took you lightly or whatever, but being with Fury, then going with Travis Coughlin, and then going with Brazil. This is levels, bro. This is different levels.
Yeah.
With nobody.
No, I was gonna say Dillian's IQ is very high, and you see the thing is one of Dillian's best punches is the left hook, and he knows how to crank that, man. And I realize in the selection now, as he's coming forward, he's an aggressive Utter Wallen coming forward. That's beautiful for you. He gonna walk straight into the left hook. Dillian's right hand is getting better. His jab is getting better. I think you're right in terms of your development with Zab and yourself and Dillian. I think in terms of development, it's a good opponent, and also going forward, if you're gonna face Fury, or if, you know what I'm saying, because Fury can turn southpaw and he's tall. You know what I mean? I was gonna say to you that Robert Helenius to bring in, but I guess Robert Helenius, he's working with Deontay Wilder, but you need a kind of guy, a tall guy thing. But I think Dillian with that left hook thing, I think I can see what you're talking about now, because Dillian's been working stuff with you, and you had longer time now to work with him, you and Zab, in terms of where his feet position should be with Otto Wallen's punches, because he leads off with his jab, and then when he gets close, he wants to work. I see you busy, man. Working to the body. He throws like amateur kind of explosive punches. He works. He's got a good work rate, and he keeps himself fit, and he moves around and stuff. So you have to kind of be patient and exploit. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I believe didn't Dillian fight Robert Helenius? Didn't he fight?
Yeah, Dillian did fight. Yeah, he beat Warren Helenius. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he beat Helenius, and Helenius is a big guy.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Warren,
Yeah, Dillian made him quit, man. Get him out of there.
Yeah, Warren is a big guy also. Warren is what, 6'6", something like that?
Yeah. Tall guy, long arms, yeah.
Big guy.
Mm.
Yeah, 6'6", 6'7", something like that.
But you know, Dillian, I've been in a lot of time with Dillian. I've been a couple of press with Dillian, yeah, before like they started going on funny with me, yeah. When I was there, Dillian's main thing is intimidation, man. He got that intimidation. He puts it on you from the rap. Lets you know you're coming to my home. You think you're gonna come to my hometown and beat me in front of my people. He don't play around, and that energy right in the O2, he ain't beating me. What? You ain't beating Dillian. Almost going like he gonna Dillian. This all back. Dillian almost going like he gonna beat you right there and then if you even say anything wrong, or I'm gonna beat you outside the press conference. And he puts that energy in your head. He did it to Lucas Brown. He did it. I was there when he did it to what's his name again? The guy Joseph. I was there when he messed up Joseph Parker head. He said to Joseph Parker, "You think you're gonna come to my home and beat me? Trust me, bro. You think you're gonna come? I'll be waiting for you." And then the guy, he interpreted it as like, "What do you mean you're gonna beat me at the press conference?" And the guy was scared from then. Our Dillian got in his head early, and you know Dillian wearing them black gloves. He got the black gloves. And, he looked like he gonna murder. He looks like. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I was there. Hey, some of the Dillian's press conferences, bro. Listen, let me tell you. I look at the opposition. He puts the fear of God in them because he ain't playing. And then, go ahead.
That's why I like Dillian. I love Dillian because he walks it like he talking, bro.
Yeah, walks out. He talk it.
He walks it like he talking, man.
Yeah.
And once again, coming to the O2 Arena. This is the first time he fought in London in what, 2-3 years?
Yeah. The last time was Derek Chisora in the rematch where he stopped Derek Chisora. I think it was like the last round. He stopped Derek rolled in. Derek was getting and he rolled in that left hook again, man. Pow!
Yeah.
And Zab was in the other corner, you know. I was there. Me and Zab was talking. You know, I was saying, Derek was up. And he's like, no, man. But Dillian pulled it out that day. Now Zab is on the other side. You see how things work, and you're there and now. So the corner's good, man. You got a good team. I love your team together, man. It's a great team you have. You got Magic. You got Magic as well. Magic. You know, go ahead.
That you know, that's the mark of success too. A good team. You know what I mean? When the fighter's happy, when he's secure that he has people in place that knows what they're doing, that's going to tell him what he wants, what he needs to hear, not what he wants to hear. You see what I'm saying? You know, Dillian is a guy. He don't mince his words. He's going to tell you like it is, but also he's smart. Also, being from the streets, that he knows bullshit and he knows real shit. You see what I'm saying? He knows that. Yeah. So once again, and he wants people that's going to grind with him, and the key is we have a loyal team too. You know what I mean? We got Simon, we got Al. You know what I mean? These guys, Magic, Zab, and the good thing is that me and Zab mesh together good. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He thinks one way. He thinks a way, and I'm like, oh shit, I was just thinking that same damn thing. Or you know what I mean? And I said, oh, this, and he said, oh man, I was thinking that same way. So he's really meticulous what he does. Really, organized what he does, and I'm more or less I keep things in my mind. I keep things in my head. You see what I'm saying? Zab is, like I said, he's more meticulous of doing things. He, by the book, but it meshes together good. You know what I mean? We had that boxing mind. We had that boxing mind together, and the added part is Dillian had that boxing mind together. Man, after training, sometimes we just sit around for a hour and talk about the old school fighters, about the new school fighters, about the fighters that's fighting now, and not just talk about them. We dissect the style. DJ.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Yeah, my. my battery. I'm gonna walk to my place to do my battery. Hopefully we don't get disconnected.
Yeah.
We want to stay on.
All right, we got a couple of comments here while you get that ready. We got a couple of comments, my man from Lloyd Crooks. He said Dillian don't do selfies with his opponents. I agree with him. He also says Dillian don't let his opponents hold his belts. I agree with him there as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know. I got a question from a man Slicks, I think that's your name. Slicks boxing 365. He asked him. So he got a question for you. Yeah, ask him would they take AJ rematch if it was offered if AJ loses against Usyk again?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know, revenge. Yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, well, it's 1-1. Dillian beat him in amateurs. He beat Dillian in the pros.
Yeah.
Let me say, Dillian likes to kick people's ass. He does this well. He does it not only for a living. I think he loves it. I mean, he loves what he do. You know what I mean? He loves to inflict pain. You know what I mean? So I don't really would take that.
Hey, real question. I think Dillian would beat Usyk, man. I think Dillian would beat Usyk. Would you and Zab in the corner? I think Dillian would beat. I think Dillian would stop Usyk. People might disagree with me, but I think Dillian would stop him because Dillian.
No.
Man.
Yes, we will. We definitely will beat Usyk. And, you know what I mean? We will have to, obviously be up on top of our game plan.
Mm-hmm.
But Dillian will beat any of these heavyweights. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And Usyk, obviously, it would, and by that time, Usyk would have fought one or two other heavyweights that's going to take a little bit more out of him. They don't understand, when you're in with big punchers, and
moving around and stuff. You're going. I'm listening.
Yeah. As you with big punchers, and a guy that's coming up.
Mm-hmm. Connection's gone. Mr. Oh, there you go. You still there? Harold?
You think so? You want to? Yeah.
Oh, you break? Oh, because you're outside and that connection's breaking up. I guess it's connect. Oh, yeah, your connection's breaking up, Harold. Because you're outside, man. Yeah, the connection's gone, man. I was enjoying that, man. I was gonna ask him to bring work rate. All right then. Well, we wait for a bit, and hopefully Harold can come back. The connections broke up, guys. Yeah. Let me see that. Hopefully come back. I'll try to call again. Yeah, you guys keep coming up with questions though. Appreciate you guys. Yo, I'm Rival Boxing Talk. What's up? NWJ, what's going on? Thanks, appreciate it, man, for the interview. He's EJ, yeah. He got a crazy black book, yeah. Fighters. Man, EJ, that's what EJ be doing, EJ, bro, Yeah, I think his connection broke out, man. Let me try. We're trying again. I think that'd be it today, man. Oh, there he is. He's back. Harold? Okay. You back?
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, we go. We're back. Yeah, nice one. I think he's moving around. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're back. We're back. All right, yeah. I was gonna say to you, I was watching Floyd Patterson, right? Now, Floyd Patterson, I know he was like small for a heavyweight, but there was a thing about Floyd Patterson what I realized against a lot of guys. I know he got that the peekaboo start, but what I really know about him is the change of pace of the punches. Now, I'll give you an example now. So you see Dillian when he throws the punches, right? He be pouring, but he never once has an explosive flurry. Only when he gets him hurt, and I think that would shock Otto Wallin. You know what I mean? Because Dillian will throw one and he'll throw another one after. You can see it coming, but he never puts a cluster of punches to the body and then bang to the head, or a cluster of punches to the head and then throw him to the body, like a flurry. And I think that's what I think was missing in Dillian's offense. Compared, I know because he takes his time. He likes to take his time, and with you he's got faster. But I think like Sugar Ray Leonard and the old timers, even when yourself used to fight like that as well, where you put a cluster of punches together in a bundle, and then also you're setting them up to the head. I think that would catch Otto Wallin and everyone else where Dillian's thing, because all these punches heavyweights, they all kind of fight similar. You know, they do that bit, but they don't fight like that. Because I study watching the old timers and all the 50 fighters in the 50s. They used to always open up with a cluster of punches, bop, 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 and then they bring it back down, and then they do it again. And what do you think about that?
Well, you're going to see some changes. You're going to see a lot of changes.
Yeah.
Subtle changes. You see what I'm saying? Like I say, you don't want to change something and different from what they used to do. We added some things. Dillian has, like I said, we've added some things together, and we got a surprise for Ada Wallen. You know what I mean? We got a surprise for him. Wallen has never been in with a guy like Dillian that can do different things. See, the thing is, these guys think Dillian is just a one puncher, a one shot puncher. That's what they think. You know what I mean? He's done that in the past, yes, but we've been working on a lot of different things. It's been fun in camp. It's been fun in training.
Yeah.
Not easy. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But he's been working on a lot of things, and he's happy. He's enjoying it, and because all Dillian wants to fight. He want. I mean, we were supposed to fight end of August. You see what I'm saying? He wanted to fight the end of August, and then he wanted to fight again.
Wow.
In like November. He wanted to have 2 fights by now. But with the politics that's going on and the politics or whatever that's been happening, we're only to get this one in. But once again, it works out now because with Joshua losing, changing the landscape of the boxing, it's going to put us back. It's going not back, but put us in our rightful
place. Yeah, in position to win for the title. That's right. Yeah, and we got a question. Hey, shout out to Joe Joyce's mom, Marvel Oprah. She's Oprah. She's in the chat. Shout out to Marvel. Unrivaled Boxing Talk. Why does Dillian continue? Yeah. Marvel. Harold Knight says hello. So shout out to Joe Joyce's mom. All right, so Unrivaled Boxing Talk. Why does Dillian continue to take on various or tough, awkward challenges as a contender? Yeah, most other fighters don't take that same mode.
Well, once again, that's what makes Dillian different. Dillian's a old throwback fighter. You see what I'm saying? When I say throwback fighter, just like we was mentioning before, or I was saying to somebody else that the old time fighters fought everybody. They didn't duck people. They didn't fight the guy that's the 30th ranked contender. They fought the top guys. And Dillian is a old throwback fighter. He's fighting all these guys that the guys don't want to fight. And that right there not only shows to the people that he's one of the guys. They got to respect him. You got to respect him. He's not trying to take these easy fights like, when Wilder fought Brazil, when he fought some other guys. I mean, when Wilder fought these other guys that gotten their shot when he had the title. No, we're fighting these guys. Come on, Sonny Liston. They didn't want to fight Sonny Liston. You see what I'm saying? They didn't want to fight Sonny Liston. He had a long time. He couldn't get the shot at the world title. You see what I'm saying? They wouldn't give him the shot. But lo and behold, he kept fighting, and bang. It's just going to help him. It's going to help him when we do get that world title opportunity, which is right around the corner, and it's going to make him better. So I feel, I feel it's going to help.
Yeah. I got another question, BG London. Lennox Lewis was the best heavyweight in the 90s. Who do you predict, is the best heavyweight in this era? Predict. So going forward. When it's all said and done, like Lennox Lewis said, when the room for the men, I'll be last man standing. What's your give us what you think? Go ahead.
Well, in doing, I'm talking about Lennox, he's been in, man, you had the Riddick Bows, you had the Holyfields, you had all them type guys in that area. So that's what made it even better. You see what I'm saying? obviously the best guy in this right now is Dillian Whyte. It's Dillian Whyte. What do you want to tell you? Don't get me wrong. He's rough and crude around the edges, but he's been getting better. But I mean, he just never had that opportunity to really show, how good he really is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been around heavyweights before, and I'm not just saying it just to be saying it, but he's one of the hardest working guys that I've ever been around, and that's including Lennox Lewis. You know what I mean? So of course I'm gonna say my guy.
Yeah.
Of course I'm gonna say my
They
guy.
ain't got best
You
in the
got
era. Yeah.
I mean, you got the Furies, you got the Wilders. It might be, a little bit more exposure, this, that, and other, but I'm going with my guy.
All right, we got another question coming in from Unrivaled Boxing Talk. Shout out to Unrivaled Boxing Talk. Do we have any word on who Dillian is aspiring to take on Wallin, a rangy southpaw? What do you think?
Oh, who? I'm not going to say who, but we have a ton of southpaws here. We have a ton of southpaws here, and we're getting the much needed work that we need, and because the hard part of the fight is training. Is the hard that's the training, and so we have abundance of southpaws, and we definitely, and the good thing is with Dillian, he already had his mind set on, even though we didn't know we was fighting this guy till like 3 weeks ago, whatever. But he's already his type of style, his type of pressure, his type of mentality is conducive for a southpaw.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Is right there compatible to beat up a southpaw. You know what I mean? Get close, we're gonna hit everything. So we definitely are covering our bases.
100%. We've got one more question here. Do you think Tyson Fury avoided certain fighters considering the quality of guys Dillian and AJ's fight?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Fury definitely did. You see what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of these guys that's on top right now, they've seen each other before in training. You know what I mean? Dillian has worked with, been in a training camp as well with Tyson Fury. These guys, they've been in training camps together, whether when Dillian was with Klitschko and Wilder was there, whether, they was in training camp with David Hay, which we, not fighting now, but they've seen each other, they've fought with each other, they've trained with each other over time, so they're pretty much familiar with each other, of how they fight, and they know what each other brings, and it just so happens that some of the guys became world champion. We didn't get our opportunity yet, not yet, but we will, and we're gonna capitalize on it. So they're pretty much familiar with each other because they spar with each other.
Well, there you go, man. We got questions. Most of the questions that I need to change the title actually because Tyson Fury's fight's coming up. We just in the AJ fight, but the Otto Wallin fight versus Dillian Whyte is so intriguing. There's a lot to play for, and you like you said, you guys are hungry to become the world champion. You guys are as much as hungry as Usyk when he beat Joshua to become the world champion. And Dillian, in your eyes, West Indian born, you know what I'm saying? Obviously from England, represent the UK, to become a champion. I think you and Zab are winning pieces around Dillian, what was going to bring him straight to the championship. And we salute you, you know what I'm saying? And, we look forward to seeing the hard work that Dillian's been putting in the training camp. And we expect, now let me put it now, we expect either, I know you expect to win, but Dillian always goes to the knockout. He always tries to go knockout. I can imagine him, not one have never been stopped now, but I can imagine Dillian stopping him now because he's southpaw. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, once again, Dillian, he brings in bombs, man. He brings in bombs, but we're not looking to throw the one bomb. You see what I'm saying? We're looking to put them together. We're looking to close the distance. We're looking to be able to, and we're not looking, well, this is what we're going to do. And Dillian's model is destruct and destroy. You know what I mean? Wallen has never been in with a guy like him, with Dillian. So, Wallen did well with Fury, but that's a whole different style. That's a whole different style. You see what I'm saying? So, he got what he wanted, and October 30th, you know what I mean? It ain't gonna be tricks and treats. It's gonna be, you know what I mean? It's gonna be bombs and missiles.
Bombs and missiles
on October 30th.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'll probably fight week if got a lot of amateur shows going on. Hopefully, if I'm around, I can come down fight week. Come support because Dillian's back at home. You haven't been home for a while. You know what I mean? You've been fighting abroad at Gibraltar. You got the coin and everything like that. So you're coming home. You know what I mean? So in the O2. So we expect you. Our rival talk. Me and Harold already answered that question earlier on. So you have to check earlier in the video about the question about Usyk. How did Usyk win the fight in his eyes? We already answered that question. But Harold, anything else you want to share with yourself, or anything the fans want to know before you pop up?
Well, I mean, once again, I thank you, EJ, for having me on. You got one of the top shows that's out there. You know boxing. That's the difference with you. You know boxing, and I can talk boxing with someone that knows what the hell they're talking about for hours. You're not one of these social media guys that came into this 2-3 years ago and this, that. I'm telling you the truth. Me and Dad was talking about this the other day. Believe what I tell you.
Yeah.
You know all the old school fighters, and because you studied them, and your facts are correct. So once again, I thank you. I appreciate it. For having me on. You got everybody come out and support October 30th for Dillian against Wallen because unfortunately for Joshua, but fortunate for us that he unfortunately lost them world titles. So now you got Fury coming up in next Saturday, I believe.
Yeah, next Saturday.
Now, next Saturday, and so whatever happens in that fight, all I know is we're going to be the spotlight. We're going to be right there, dead in center as the top UK fighter. I don't know what's going to happen next week, but all I know is we're going to show these UK heavyweight fighters how to do it the right way.
Hey, shout out to Xavier Miller. Shout out to Harold Knight. Also, rest in peace, Pro Bees. I remember that when you came over, it was you and Zab and an exclusive and Pro Bees, obviously, welcome to the UK. So you want to have words about Pro Bees and you're, even though you're known for a short time, he's one of the great guys on the YouTube and sorely missed. I want to say a couple of words about Pro Bees. Go ahead.
Right, I heard about him. Rest in peace to him. Rest in paradise. Like that. Yeah. Rest in power.
Yeah. Rest in power. Hey, Harold, man, thanks very much. You continue doing your hard work, and we will see you fight week. So that's October the 1st. So we'll probably see you the week before. So that'll probably be like the 21st, maybe the 24th, 7 days before. So yeah, we see you on probably fight week, and we look forward to Dillian being victorious. And you know what? Hey, I'll probably catch you face to face for the first time, Harold. So hopefully we see that. For everyone watching, make sure you guys. Make sure you buy a ticket. You haven't bought a ticket to support Dillian Whyte in October. Coming back to London. So I really appreciate Harold for the interview. You take care, my friend.
Appreciate it. Okay, take it easy.
Take it. Bye-bye. So that's Harold the Shadow Knight, people, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed the interview. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna try and bring the best interviews. Nah, I'm rival, man. I'm busy. I gotta go to the amateur gym. I'm going to the amateur gym. I'm getting Marvel Oprah. That's Joe Joyce's mom, by the way. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully you still there, Marvel. I hope you're still listening. Hopefully interview because she's got some knowledge, man. Oh man, Joe Joyce's mom has got some knowledge. We're gonna talk to some Joe Joyce tomorrow about this time, maybe a bit early tomorrow. So yeah, that's what I want to probably do. And then after that, maybe I think the Eubank fight's coming up. I think I'm trying to get on the press thing for that one actually. To make some phone calls. Yeah, I'm just too much stuff. There's so much stuff going on. London's a lit. You know what I mean? We've got Wembley over here and with Chris Eubank. It's not outstanding card, but it's a good card. You know, we're gonna say it. Yo, thanks. Y'all appreciate it, man. Lloyd Crooks and Unrivaled. All you guys, D Hodges, obviously Marvel, Opera, BG London, all you guys, man. You guys make the channel keep it going. You know, Harold Shadow Knight coming over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, you still there? There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. So yeah, it's the first time. Yes, this is what we do over here. We over here. You know, we have a chat and we talk the truth, and we try and get the best interviews out here. You know, why I can, and then and when we're ready, we do a panel sometimes, a live and that. So yeah, man. So hey, I really appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys thumb the video up. If you're new over here, subscribe to the channel. Check out my previous interviews as well, man. My interview with Lloyd Hunnigan, the Ragamuffin. Also, an interview with Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, and also interview with James Ali Bashir. And then we check out my post interview, so you can check out the stuff. And obviously, look forward to tomorrow. Yeah, Marvel Oprah, Joe Joyce's mom. We're gonna talk about everything Joe Joyce, everything. Obviously Daniel Dubois, and we're gonna get into that one. So look forward to that one. So we're gonna play out with my tune. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna play out my tune. That's it. The Anthony Joshua mentality. I don't know if he's got it though, but you know, I always put this picture. I'll put this picture up here. The mentality of where is this picture? I got my picture somewhere. Where's my picture? Because this is Lloyd Hunnigan, this, the other. Those are my. Okay, we use this picture here. That's the picture we're gonna use right here. So we're gonna go with my song with Joe. We'll talk about. We're gonna go with my intro song. You guys take care. Peace.
I was gonna rip it harder. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and Michigan, most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynch is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat your children.
Shorty, can you